And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my song again. Exit. Okay, this is the right song. Kylie. And let's go back to my HD. So if you go up to the tempo, you have to make sure that you set the tempo to the same value. 128. Where it is? Where is it? 128. Okay, there we go. And exit again. I think we're in sync now. And what I'm going to do now, or what I did, is see that stereo out from my keyboard comes into a stereo in on the HD. In this case, I'm using input channel 7 and 8, and it's going to be recorded to track number 15, 16, I'm sorry, which is a stereo channel. On the 16, we have 4 stereo channels and 8 mono channels. I think yours might be different, but the fundamentals, the principles are the same. See, my rhythm section button on the HD is absolutely down and it offed, because I don't want any problem with that. And I'm going to hit record on the stereo channel 15, 16. By the way, I'm using Sepia picture effect because the green display would show nothing if it's in a regular mode, at least not on my camcorder. So that's why I set it to Sepia, not because I want it to be fancy. Okay, we've got this one more time. Song is ready, finished in the keyboard sequencer, is that right? It's been synced together as a slave to the HD 16, which is a master, but via MTC, 24 frames per second. And until this point, see, I was using the HD 16 only as a mixer and a headphone amp or whatever. But I always, for transport control, I always use the sequencer buttons here on my keyboard. Is that right? Now see, if I push it now, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. Why? Because it's in slave mode. It doesn't go by its internal clock. See? Hit play, nothing happens. Why? Because it's waiting for the MIDI clock coming from the HD 16. So I'm gonna start the song from here. See, once I start the song, well, I just hit play. Simple as that. It's gonna start the MIDI engine of the HD 16, as well as it's gonna start the keyboard sequencer in sync, absolutely and perfectly in sync. Recognizing the song positions as well, so I can stop, forward, going back, and anytime I hit play, it's going to be in sync with the keyboard sequencer. It's very useful when you aren't sure. That's the only way to record any audio track. And I'm getting ready. Okay, I'm going to record this stereo track onto or stereo audio signal onto a stereo track on the HD 16. I selected 15, 16. Well, I just let the song go first and then adjust volumes, make sure that, but it's not going to be final. I'm not going to use it in the final mix. This is a crutch track, just to help me through the tracking process while I'm tracking vocals and guitars and whatever else I may add to it. Okay, so just look at that. I hit play. And there it goes. So it started the sequencer without touching it. Well, you may hear the vocoder, which I recorded on track 1314. See, I added some funky stuff with the vocoder, which is right here. Okay, so let's say we are not at the vocoder yet. We just recorded a stereo track. I already did. I just wanted to demonstrate it to you. So it's right there. And at this point, once you recorded that stereo crutch track, you can just turn off your scene. Well, I don't recommend you because you might want to control a harmonizer or something else, a vocoder or something with your keys. But you're not gonna. You definitely can mute the input channels. You don't need that anymore because I have a stereo track already recorded on the HD16, and that's what you're gonna use. See, I can start play, and I turn off the volume on my keyboard. It doesn't do anything. It's running again. The sequencer is running, but the signal is not coming into the mixer. Instead, I'm going by the recorded crotch track on channel 1516. Okay, gotcha. Okay, this is done. I have a nice recorded track. And I'm gonna do something now. Well, I don't want to go into details. Your question was pretty much how to synchronize the units, and I showed you how to synchronize. But what to do after that is you have a mic, is that right, or something, or a guitar, and then you're gonna, or I don't know, a violin or a clarinet or whatever you're gonna use. In this case, I used my vocoder to record some vocal effects onto the next channel that I wanted to use, and I used the stereo channel just in case, because it's a vocoder. We have the 16 track vocoding effects panned nicely in the stereo field, so I use the stereo for that. But normally you would start using the mono channels or mono tracks, because guitar and another guitar, maybe another guitar and a vocal, whatever. So I'm gonna show you that I recorded it, okay, and it's there now. And just to keep it simple, let's say we only have the stereo crotch track and one vocal track, which is right here. You'll see the indicator right here. You can see that the two sequencers or MIDI clocks are running in perfect sync. See, the measure number is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's running in perfect sync. And if you go forward, let's say, wherever you want to go in the song, and hit play, it's still in sync. 33, 33, and now it's 35. And that's pretty much it, sir. Okay, let's say you're ready with tracking, everything is there, and you adjusted your reverb levels and volume levels and automated as much as you could on your keyboard sequencer, and everything is down here, and the levels are fine. You automated as much as you can, because you can a lot in that unit. And you're ready to record a stereo track. You apply the insert effect, which is mastering. It's an empty, but it's actually not empty. Just name is empty, but input source is master, and I'm ready to record onto a master track, which is right there. And I did it already, and so here's the finished song. Now you only see the master indicator because nothing else is playing. Well, I didn't add vocals here. I might do, or someone is gonna do that for me probably. But that's like a verse and then a verse 2 or a bridge or something, and I'm gonna have a little chorus with a vocoder, another vocoder effect.